Hi ladies, Catherine here, and I am coming to you today to talk about time management, something that we can all use. I don't wear a watch, so a lot of times I don't know what time it is, and that can affect my business. I might spend too long on a task or not get to something because I don't realize that I've spent half my day doing something else. So I know a lot of you have asked about time management, and I have been, for myself, trying to get better, so I wanted to share what I've been learning. My amazing sponsor, Lauren Giles, is amazing at time management. She's an executive, and she has maintained executive for at least 6 months. So she really has come down with a system because she actually works a full-time job on top of a full-time Jamboree job. She's a personal trainer, so she's at the gym at 6 in the morning, which means she starts her morning at 5, so she can't stay up all night on Facebook answering questions and, playing in parties. It doesn't happen for her because she has to be up so early. She's also a mommy to a sweet little boy who is like 2.5. So she's got those duties as well, and she has a husband, and he works a sales job, so he has funny hours, and for them to have family time, she has to block that out. And what I've asked her on countless times is, how do you balance it all? Like, I'm at home and I feel like I don't balance it enough. Yes, I have 3 children and I nanny a 4th, but 2 of them are in school all day, so it's a little different. I have 2 napping right now. I have free time, and how do I make myself most productive during my day? And the first thing Lauren shared with me is, do not make yourself available all day long. Genius, right? I mean, how many of us feel like we need to be on Facebook all day answering every time that little red number shows up by the earth, or there's a message box, we're like, oh, we have to go do it. I mean, I'm staring at one right now on my computer screen going, do I respond? I'm a people pleaser. I want to respond right away so you don't have to wait. But what Lauren really is trying to teach and instill in me is, if you are giving yourself away all the time and not making time for yourself and for your family, then at some point you're going to hit and crash. And that's not what we want. That doesn't make sustainable business. That doesn't make $100,000 teams. That makes tired teams who feel run into the ground. So, number one thing, stop going on Facebook all the time. Stop answering every party question right away. Stop answering your downline question right away. There is no nail emergency. That is what Lauren tells me. That is what Morgan tells me. And I am truly starting to see that. Give yourself a break. So, okay, let's say something comes up and you need your sponsor, or you need me as your team manager, and you send me a message, or you send your sponsor a message. Write your message and then send a second message that says important in caps, so that when your sponsor gets on and prioritizes their messages, they know that one needs help right away. That is what Lauren has also taught me, is prioritize your time. Work your party first, your downline first, and then your bigger team. So you kind of funnel down. Also, Lauren works in small bursts. So she'll schedule herself in like 30 minutes. And in that 30 minutes, she says, all I'm going to do is answer Facebook messages. So those little red dots that are over, those little red numbers above the earth, that's what she focuses on. And she doesn't answer PMs. She doesn't go surf Facebook. She is focused on her task. And I always chuckle because I'll message her and I know she's on, but then I'll go, you know what? This is during her Facebook time. I know that at lunchtime, Lauren schedules an hour where she goes in and she schedules out her post. She may make her lunchtime post. She meets up and does one-on-ones during her lunchtime at a cafe. She has she loves Juniper Market, and that's where she goes almost every day and will meet up with people. So again, prioritizing and doing small chunks instead of saying, I'm going to be on Facebook for 4 hours today. We know we're going to get distracted. We know that we're going to have interruptions. Do what works for you. If it's 20 minutes in the morning and then 45 minutes at night, but inside that 45 minutes, you answer private messages, you answer Facebook questions, you go into the team page and you participate in there, you work on your party, like you just book it out. But give yourself the freedom and the love to say, I don't have to be on Facebook all day long. Another thing, like I said, Lauren is just really good at scheduling and doing a lot of work right in a short amount of time. So that's my first tip. The second tip I have that I've been watching a lot of the leaders in Jamboree. So go onto YouTube and start YouTubing executives, Connie Lasita, Rachel House. There are so many of them, and they have all these great tips. And I've been looking, and they've been talking about calendar blocking. What is calendar blocking? I'm going to do a little more in-depth video for you, and you can click on a link here and go see it right now if that's what you want. But it's a really great activity to do at the beginning of every month, where you set the calendar for the next month and you use a color-coded system to say, okay, these times are off limits, they're for my family only. These times are for coaching calls and opportunity calls, and these times are for parties, money, IGA, income generating activities, so that you are not working yourself to death and you're not overbooking. And again, I think the big thing is when someone runs their own business, not an at-home business, but if they had a brick and mortar store, they're not there 24/7. They are not available all the time. And we as relationship marketers need to give ourselves permission to run that. It's fine to have business hours and keep them. It's fine to say, I told myself I was only going to work an hour a day. Like, that was my dream job. Somewhere where I worked an hour a day and had the freedom to do what I want. Then do that. You may not have a full-time job like some of our Jamboree consultants, but you may be a work-at-home mom. And you know what? You choose to be a work-at-home mom to spend time with your kids. So do that, okay? So that is my first time kind of tips that I have learned, is to really calendar. Budget your time and give your time self-time away from the computer. Bye.